Okay, so this is the entrance. The main room here is a living space and kitchen, so it's kind of one big room. Which is something that is very hard to find in these old stone houses. Both this wall here and this wall here are a little over 2 feet thick stone walls. There's a fireplace. There's a door here that goes to some internal stairs, which again is also kind of rare in these houses. There's a staircase going down to the ground floor, and there's a staircase going up to the attic. This is the view up the hill from the house. Oh, you're okay, don't worry. Okay, so this is the staircase. I'll go upstairs first. It's, really lovely old stairs. The floors and the stairs are all extremely durable. Up here there are exposed beams. And this is, I can't even touch the top of that, so this is really quite high for an attic. So there's a lot of livable space up here. There's one, that one's closed off, but can be reopened. Two identical sort of window situation on the other side. A window here that has been sort of closed off. And this one looks down on the new annex. There is a floor below this one that is identical in size. So it's pretty large space. Let's get an idea. That is Caudino Castle. That is a town that apparently has, this town is exactly 2 families in it. So this is one half. Well, actually, this side's a little bit larger. Look at this beautiful old oak lintel. This side's a little bigger than this side, but their layout is essentially identical. There's a window there that needs to be opened up, one that needs to be opened up there, and 2 more windows. So for an attic, it's both tall and well lit. Even though the bats that live up here seem to think it's dark enough. I've been dodging them all day. So I'll go back through the kitchen, continue the tour of the first floor. So through this door, which is directly opposite the front door, you have a closet which exists underneath the stairs. And there are 1, 2, 3 rooms and a bathroom. So from right to left, this one has beam ceilings, which are structurally strong, need to be cleaned, probably sandblasted off. This is a view out of this window. And there is annex number 2. View up the hill. And can't really see down the hill from here because of those trees, but still a lovely view. So one, let's call it a medium-sized bedroom. Behind this wall here is a definitely small bedroom. My thought is, because this wall is only 8 centimeters wide, it is in brick, and as is this door frame to the bedroom I was just in. So all of these walls, all of the walls on this side of the house are in brick and can be removed as they are not structural. And all of the external walls are all in stone, again, a little over 2 feet thick. So the plaster can be removed and the stone exposed. But my thought is I can possibly close off from here over towards this closet. I can close this off, knock this wall down, maybe use a portion of this room as a bathroom and or closet, and make the master this whole sort of 2-room section, leaving this one room here which actually has more space in it. View of the castle out the window. This one actually has more space. I don't know, maybe this one deserves to be the master, but I kind of like the view out the other side better. I don't know. It's an option. And then the bathroom is very basic, but also fully functional. So that's really quite nice. I can take a shower day one if I were to buy this place. So that is the entirety. 1, 2, 3 rooms, a bathroom, and then the large kitchen / living area. So that's the entirety of the first floor. Back in the kitchen, going down the stairs this time instead of up towards the attic, down. There are 3 rooms. So this room is I guess this was really just a storage room. There's a large door going out to the garden, and just beyond that door into the garden is the annex number 2, which I'll show shortly. So just a empty room, really. This room were stalls, and this is where the cows were kept. There were big cows kept over here, and there were baby cows kept here behind this barrier. These walls can all be removed, just open the space up entirely. You can see the feeding troughs all along here. More sort of feeding troughs. And out this door, you're out in the garden. And there's Annex 1, for lack of a better term. I'll go around the side of the house here. And this is the 3rd room of the ground floor. This was also used for stalls. It is very basic. There's a bat. Hi, buddy. But this wall right here is only in bricks, so that's not structural and can be removed. In fact, this entire wall can be removed. This whole section of it is thicker, but that section is just bricks, so if I wanted to leave a big thick wall there, I could just open the door, or I could open that entire wall, because only this wall is structural. So that's the entirety of the ground floor. Okay, now I'll show you the annex, or Annex 1. This one was built only 2.5 years ago. It's really pretty, but it's basically empty. However, not only are the beams gorgeous, but they actually put in wood over the beams before they laid the tile down, which is really lovely. Anyway, it's a nice large space that could either be used as a workshop or obviously equipment storage. But also, I think this would make a lovely apartment. Do a bedroom and a bathroom, and a kitchenette and a living space. And it'd be a lovely little apartment. Around the outside, they've just been cutting the grass today. The owner is working his butt off. Tractor. So this is the view down the valley. This, by the way, is the driveway up to the house. This is the driveway down, and that's the cemetery. My neighbors, if I were to buy the place. And this is the view down the valley. So you can see there's a gate right there. That is where the property line starts. The good news about that, though, is because of the road up to, down around the other side of this hill coming up to here and the cemetery, that is a public road. Now, almost nobody ever goes to the cemetery. There's very few people in there, and nobody's been really buried in there anytime recently, as far as I saw. So I don't think it gets a lot of visitors. But up until that fence right there, that post, that is all public road. So the community, the municipality is responsible for maintaining it. And that's really nice. It's very, very odd to get a house that is so far removed from any other houses and have basically all the way to your front door be maintained by the municipality. So here we have the backside of Annex 2 and a view of the house. And then through this large opening is essentially a duplicate space from the upstairs. It's exactly the same dimensions as above. Okay, so this is Annex 2, and there's one level here, and then over this bay there's an attic. So this one actually has a relatively low amount of headspace. It's just over 2 meters high in here. There's a second bay here where he stores his tractor and fuel. And there's another small room here, which he's just storing lumber in right now. Would be good as a technical room or just another storage room. And then around the side, I used to have pigs in there apparently. Around this corner is their pizza oven or bread oven. And this thing, it's over 2 meters deep, probably about 1.5 meters wide, but here's the neighbor's shape. He says it works great. Take everything the owner says with a grain of salt. here. The end is essentially the attic over that first space. This was apparently used as a balayo, a chicken coop. There's one little room here, another room. This is over the first bay that I showed you on this annex. And then all along the back of this annex, in the house, is a pretty steep little slope here that goes to the agricultural land above it. So this is all carved out to create space for the house. The roof on this was put on, I think, about 5 years ago. The roof on the main house was put on about 12 years ago. So all the roofs are in really great shape and structurally sound. Here's the house. This is the principal entry to the living floor. Going past, there's storage space underneath. Staircase. Going up the embankment towards the agricultural land. So you can see one house way off in the distance there, another one off in the distance there and there. There are a couple over there. But apparently these houses are either completely unused or largely unused. Maybe just families for a holiday or something like that. Apparently there are only 2 families that live here year-round. So the mound right here is the well for the property. The hill from the house. Here you can see all 3 of the buildings. Annex 2, Annex 1. The principal house. This space right here in the beginning of the agricultural land, and just up this big embankment, I think would make a fabulous place for an outdoor kitchen, because these dead trees and vines all go away, exposing view down the valley and up the valley. A nice view of the house. I also think that a nice little bridge across from the external staircase to here. In other words, straight out of the kitchen across to here, and a little pathway to the outdoor kitchen that would live right here would be lovely. I guess the last thing to report would be today I had the geometra, the surveyor, come out and do an inspection on the property and the house, and he was extremely pleased with what he saw. I mean, generally it's pretty hard to get any opinions out of these guys unless they're negative opinions. But he was really happy with the foundations, extremely happy with the walls, and not a single bad thing to say about the roofs, because they're all basically new or renovated in recent times. He also told me that basically anything could be done internally to the house without any plans or permissions. So I'd kind of have free reign to do whatever I wanted in terms of renovations. So yeah, very productive day today. Roof line, the head height in there is good. Obviously not all the way to the ends, but there's plenty of livable and usable space up there. That floor is divided by a wall down the middle of the door, and each half is identical in terms of size and orientation, space. So 2 big rooms upstairs. By the way, going back to the first floor, beyond the kitchen living room, there is one largish bedroom. There's a very small bedroom, there's a very small bathroom, and there's another bedroom. So I guess you could call it 3 bedroom, 1 bath at this point. There's plenty of opportunity to do plenty of other things with living space and bathrooms here. But it is very, very quiet out here. The only thing I can hear is birds.